Hollow Knight broke the gaming industry. Between the way the gaming industry has changed for years now, the indie game revolution is here, and Hollow Knight is one of the leading forces of it. So today I will be discussing three big and main reasons why. Like the first reason, AAA industry is failing and they are releasing flop after flop. Um, Hollow Knight, like I said earlier, are the leaders of the indie game revolution, or one of the big leaders. We also have Expedition 33 and other indie games. And a very special third reason, you have to wait until later in the stream to find out why I think Hollow Knight broke the indie game, or broke the entire gaming industry. So think of this as like a live stream that was once a live stream if you're watching the replay. That's just a podcast sharing my thoughts, opinions, and what's going on in the world of Hollow Knight. I'm going to be updating the thumbnail so that you know it's accurate to what I will be talking about. So let's get into it. Let's enjoy and sit back and let's watch a a podcast with video games in the background, basically. So I'm gonna be rambling. If I see stuff in the chat, I will for sure be answering it, but I will be rambling on my topics of like what I think, why I think Hollow Knight broke the gaming industry, what it did, why it was special, and everything like that. And I guess I'll be playing while we do that. I'm going to be updating the thumbnail, so I will be starting in a bit. I do have two playthroughs, so one's a personal playthrough, and the other that you see at the top is the live stream playthrough, because if you haven't checked out my live stream before, you'll know that I did play this once before, and what we did there was determine whether or not Hollow Knight was that a masterpiece still in 2025. So yes, it still is. If you're looking for an answer, we have determined that it is still a masterpiece. Still amazing. I'm going to be updating the thumbnail and then playing. So if anyone's here, Dave. Perfect. Alright, so let's get started so that no one's waiting too long. Anyone that comes in, we'll talk about it. But, alright, so I guess to start, Hollow Knight is kind of part of this big revolution of gaming right now where, like, there's a lot of pessimism, there's a lot of dislike, hatred, annoyance towards AAA companies. I wonder where I'm at in this playthrough. I haven't even unlocked the other story yet. I don't have the dash ability, but AAA companies are not doing well. They are not responding positively to, or responding well at all to people's needs in the gaming space. Like, they're not listening to the fans. They're not understanding the fans. They're not doing any of that. Then they release flop after flop. There are still some good AAA games out there. Like I said, this is not an organized ramble, but it is something that I do want to talk about while I go live. And then if anyone's here to listen, I'm very happy that you're here. But the AAA gaming space is like not positively received right now, with Xbox raising their Game Pass prices and Call of Duty Black Ops 7 being like really critically torn to shreds. It probably will still make a lot of money, but a lot of big AAA games do not. So I do believe that we're going to go to Forgotten Crossroads here. this playthrough I'm very early, but yeah, like the AAA gaming industry. I mean, let me see, Concord was a flop, I believe. Um, what was that one game? Oh god, and people did not like the main character. Um, uh, no, it was I forget, but um, they did not like that game. Oh, Suicide Squad was another one that flopped. Like, I don't think there's much love and appreciation for, not really like huge fan bases coming through in the AAA gaming space. Like, I think people buy these things out of obligation, and well, yeah, in a sense, like, oh, it's the new Call of Duty, it's the new. If you're a sports game fan, it's the new Madden, right? So, um, I do think that um, it is um, a thing where um, um, there isn't a lot of love and appreciation for um, AAA games in that space anymore. There's a lot of flops, failure, and pessimism. You have CEOs, or I think the guy from Borderlands 4 was like, if you're not, that's the thing too, like, price is a huge factor into this discussion too. Um, I mean, games are cheaper, and people know them to be cheaper. Oh, dang it. How did he hit me twice? Where, like, this game, I think everyone points to this game as, like, prime example of, like, or, like, the new one, Silksong, obviously, because this is, the original Holiday, but, like, Silksong being, $20 and this being 15, and you can get both of these for an insanely reasonable price. Not feel like you're breaking the bank for a game and still get a wonderful experience. Bye-bye. Like, this has been so fun. I've been doing my own playthrough. Oh, this is fun. I didn't beat him in this playthrough yet? Okay. Yeah. Oh. I can do that. But it was a blast of a game, and I have it on multiple platforms because it was so cheap I could. I got it on my laptop and my PlayStation. I've just been playing the heck out of it, honestly. I'm making content out of it. If you're a fan of my shorts, you know. But like, just the amount of community there is, the amount of memes that are out there, the amount of support there is, and I'll get to that later. My final reason. So stick around if you're somehow so listening. Thank you for being here, because I want to keep talking about the AAA industry is failing. Because I might go back and forth between reasons 1 and 2, but I'll try to leave the third very special reason for later. Oh yeah, I think I unlocked the store. Lock that in. There we go. I don't have my dash yet, because I have the dash and you have to beat Hornet, so that's how you get up there for the dash. But yeah, like, I don't know, like, the last AAA, honestly, truthfully, the last, what have I played that's like AAA, big, I mean, like, last year, college football had some fun and excitement if you're a sports gaming fan, but that kind of died out fairly quickly because it's like, it was only well received and well liked because it was like an older game that came back. And the only other game I'm like playing right now is I've been replaying some of the Spyro remakes, which there's a YouTuber who talked about why there's so many remakes in like that too, because I think that's also a thing in the triple, it's like in every space right now, is the fact that there's just so much laziness in the production of these like AAA games. It's like, how are the how is there so much like lack of work when it's like you have all the money, the resources, the time. Where's the creativity? You know, I think a lot of people like just don't think that AAA studios have like this level of creativity, any creativity at all. You know, um, and um, like, and then you go to you get hit by enemies. You go into, and I think I'm, you know, making a lot of points that other people have made, but I do want to talk about it because I do enjoy it. But you go into other areas of the indie gaming space, or yeah, you go to the indie gaming space, and it's like booming with new ideas. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? There are definitely, you know, regurgitated like what, like horror game stuff, but then you do get very creative, unique ideas. Where I think like AAA gaming, there's just not. Forsaken was the game I was talking about earlier. That was another flop, critically at least. And I think yeah, and you know, games that are like just like meant to look nice but aren't, you know, you know, they aren't fun. They just look nice, but it's like with a game, sometimes it's like better to like look like. I mean, think about it. There's a lot of really good indie horror games that like don't look nice at all. They actually like work because they don't look nice. So they work because they have this like appeal. Because I think style, it's the style over substance thing. Where like you look at a game like this doesn't have like 4D, you know, AAA level graphics or anything. You know, this is just a 2D platforming game, but it just does something for people. And let me see, do I need to exchange? No, I do not. Forgetting the buttons. But yeah, like I think people are sick of AAA. They're sick because I think like the problems of AAA are like the problems in everywhere in media. I think not to sound over the top pretentious, or maybe not. I think this is just I'm of the belief that people feel this way too. People are, I think, just looking for being creative, like something that like just makes them feel the reason you love these properties and projects, not to be sold to all the time. And I don't know if it's the way to put it, but like, you know, like something like, you know, I've been really into the indie animation space, which is why I've made videos on. I've made videos on Jojo Circus and anime because I still really enjoy anime, and that's the thing, right? Like, right now, a lot of them doing creative things. Alright, Baldy, go ahead. See you, buddy. You know, like, a lot of the creative stuff is just coming from indie projects, and, I mean, obviously indie games. Like, two of the Game of the Year nominees that are most likely to win are both indie projects. Expedition 33 and, Silksong. You know, it's just people want to. I think part of it too is like, and has to do my third reason, but I'll give a little preview of it. It's just I think indie properties feel like something so much easier to cheer for and so much easier to enjoy for. Maybe not many consumers, but I feel like a lot of consumers do want to have someone to cheer on as much as they want to enjoy what they're consuming. Could be off, could be wrong. That one. Spit at me. That's definitely. What's in here? So I feel like there's a lot. I could keep going and rambling and talking about how bad the AAA gaming industry is that's annoying, but luckily I only have to climb up 2 rooms. The AAA industry definitely has like failed and struggled and is not uh, doing well for audiences. I mean, again, like the Borderlands guy. Like, oh, you're not a real fan if you're not willing to pay $80 for a game. I think there is a factor of that too, like there's financial struggle right now, making people seek the versions of the thing they love and something they literally can afford and still survive. $80 just isn't gonna cut it. You know, it's too expensive. Because people will say and make the argument, oh, well, it's just as expensive as back then, but I think like people just have less of an ability to afford than back then. You know, there's a lot of things that like work against people, and like a lot of people are struggling to afford games and enjoy games if all of them are like $80. Or you know, you might be able to afford one big game, but again, like, you know, I bought Hollow Knight on multiple platforms, Steam and PlayStation, so that I can stream and enjoy it myself and play with a controller. Because I like keyboard, but I also like a controller. Let's see where we're. Oh, I gotta go get these people. So, I mean, those are like I think there's so many of those factors that go into the AAA gaming space. Is there and again, like so many, like even it's even happening within the industry, you know, like I think that's the part, like Expedition 33 is like made by former Ubisoft developers that were done working for Ubisoft and wanted to make their own game. And I have not played Expedition 33, but one of my close friends says it's really good. Obviously, it's up for Game of the Year. My vote was for Silksong. Let me know what you voted for Game of the Year. If you are here, let me know what you voted. If you did vote, if you didn't, do you vote on Game of the Year? Because again, like it really, again, like 2 of the top games of the year that are being up for Game of the Year being indie games, that just tells you right there what's going on. There's nothing else to really like say, you know. Yeah, AAA is failing. I think that they're out of touch, and I think that's just a Hollywood thing. Because like you can say that about Extent. That's Hollywood made. Like, you know, like Hollywood is out of touch with movies. Depends. You know, again, when I say this, there's definitely going to be examples of AAA games that probably have been good within the last few years. Obviously, not this year because they're not up for Game of the Year. But like, I'm sure in the past couple years, been a couple AAA bangers. But then, movies-wise, you'll get a couple good movies, but then you will get like regurgitated stuff that people are sick of, and you'll get nothing that's like new, unique, or it like really gives that spark. You know, it's like, I mean, that's what people talk about when it comes to Pixar. I see videos of that all the time. Of like, yeah, Pixar really doesn't have that same magic or flair as it used to. I think that's like the AAA gaming industry, especially because the playing field is leveled. Like, I am working on, well, I mean, I have my own projects coming in the background while I grow this YouTube channel. And I hope that whoever's here listening, you support me in those projects if you want. You don't have to, because I just always do it as organically as possible. And don't force people to support when they go on things like that. Here's this guy. I'm trying to forget this guy's. Yep. Alright, but. With that. Alright. Got him. So yeah, I do think there's an overall lack of care in the teams, lack of care in the fans. I mean, yeah, like Game Pass just grows. Like that's like that was like the best thing like for a lot of fans that Xbox had, and they just kind of took it away and raised the price of it, and not don't see the repercussions of that. Like video games is just more expensive, and the people that are choosing to make it cheap and affordable and fun are the ones that are winning. Someone was telling me about a game they were doing called Vampire Survivors. I don't know anything about it, but it's $5. It's got thousands of positive views and playthroughs. And you know, I'm not messing around with these guys. Do what you gotta do. No, okay. But yeah, there's an overall lack of like, oh, I didn't run. That, and oh, I didn't run. No. Ooh. Nope. There we go, we got him. Get him, get him. But yeah, so that is like my first main reason. Is like Triple A is Triple A gaming is just, there we go, bye bye. Oh, let's get him. I mean, like, where can you do this in the Triple A gaming space? City Crest. I got the City Crest. I think I can use that somewhere else, but I'm gonna get the Geo. I was trying to think of the name. Yeah. So, what's over here? AAA is failing. That's my first reason. If you're just joining me, I structure this where it's just gonna be podcast with a video game in the background. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for. I will be doing this mission first. This is a really good mission, actually. I've done this twice now. Over here. Okay, another end. And the second, actually, you know what? Let's get into the second reason because I've been streaming for long enough where I could talk about reason number 2 as to why I think that Hollow Knight was able to, you know, and it kind of will tie into the first. Honestly, truthfully, it will tie into the first. It just will. But I think that Hollow Knight is just part of the indie revolution. I think that there is just like, I mean, or honestly, not even the revolution, but the indie renaissance. That is, I feel like again, indie games have been popular since the early 2010s, the mid 2010s, especially because of Let's Play YouTubers, and you know, it's just an extremely popular thing, especially because of gaming stuff, like gaming YouTubers and stuff like that. So, I know what he wants. But like, I think because it helps promote games that aren't being promoted with big budgets, you know, it helps. Yeah, it helps. Yeah, yeah. So I think that um, like Hollow Knight is part of just growth of indie developers and um, and have made stride. Like Hollow Knight became massive, and I mean, ever since 2017, it's become massive. Okay, wake up, bud. Um, it just became massive. Um, and so many indie properties have fallen down that path at some point, of getting massive, getting big. Um, what's, I'm trying to think of another one. Um, what'd you do to me? Alright, I know what you did to me. What am I thinking? Oh my God. Like I said, this is just a random podcast, unscripted. I'm not doing it. Alright. Got him. Yeah, like Hollow Knight, and there's other games like Balatro, great. A lot of indie horror games, even though a lot of indie horror games are like regurgitated stuff, the ones that start the regurgitation are the ones that are good ones. I don't know how people here feel about Five Nights at Freddy's. I do think it's a great game for its time. I still think it's a good format of a game. Some people don't like it because it's too still and they don't see the purpose of it. I enjoy it. I do think that the one thing that is annoying about Five Nights at Freddy's is the fact that it's like a game where once the first couple of jump scares happen, really, maybe like one or two, maybe even after the first one for most people, you really lose like the ability of it being scary. It doesn't become scary anymore. It kind of just becomes a game in a sense. It's not horror. It doesn't really set the stage, but it is like a revolutionary game of its time. All right, sure, you can stop rolling at me. So yeah, it just is it's a game that like changed YouTube forever, and it made the careers of Markiplier. We don't have Markiplier without Five Nights at Freddy's. We probably do. I'm kidding. But I think like I'm not expert in the gaming. I'm more anime guy, animation guy. But I do love gaming too, and I think that falls into it because gaming is animation, and I play a lot of games, and I've been playing this game for a while. There's definitely an excitement for okay, that was easy. I'm gonna say, give me one of the guys. I need help. Oh, nice. There we go. That was easy. Give me that. But yes, I think, and maybe not just Hollow Knight, because we've seen Expedition 33 come out this year. We've seen indie games over years come out. Like the massively popular indie games over the years. I'm trying to think of what specifically. It was like Undertale, right? Wasn't that indie made? I'm pretty sure that was indie made. Yes. Inscription is another game that pops into mind, even though that wasn't massive, it still was popular and well received, and it has it's like a 10 out of 10. There are some just big game series. There are just some series that have just, alright, bud. See you around. I think that there's not as much to say about this because you can't really talk about how indie games are more popular. Let's take a look at Steam. I mean, because you can't look at Steam charts. Let's take a look at Steam. I'm going to look at Steam. Browse. What is Schedule 1. How could I forget? Because right now that's also a game that came out this year that is again, like with Silksong and Expedition 33, like campaigning to almost take that, be the like games that everyone loves, has the tight fan bases. You know, people are still playing them. Schedule One isn't as talked about, but still was a massive game that was top of the Steam charts in on same weekends that big companies or AAA games are releasing. So yeah, um, what should I do? Oh wait, I should go back to there. Yeah, I think that, and I think there's been like an indie game. I'm gonna say Renaissance for a while. Oh, thanks, Cornifer. Oh, I could just go up. But yeah, and I guess I'll go back and forth. Like I said I was going to. But anyone that's joining me, I did talk about AAA gaming industry. Talked about like the massive flops like Forsaken. Talked about Concord. Talked about the remakes, with the exception of like Dead Space, which I didn't play that well, but I did really enjoy the Resident Evil. I do like the Resident Evil series. If anyone likes the Resident Evil series, let me know. I like 2. I really like the remake. I had fun with the remake. I had fun with the Resident Evil 2 remake. That was a lot of fun. Wow, I fell all the way to the bottom. That's fun. Just like the Resident Evil 2 remake. Yeah. Oh, don't do that. Oh, I can get this guy right now. I can get him right now. You can unlock the green path. Gotta get one. No. No. Give me. Oh. Ah. Get him. There we go. Oh, really? There we go. Okay. So, how Hollow Knight broke the gaming industry. It really starts with the decline in quality for AAA gaming, the distaste for like AAA gaming, and parallel at the same time having games like Hollow Knight, Schedule One, Expedition 33. Back then, Five Nights at Freddy's. Technically, Minecraft was an indie game. So like, there's a lot of examples. Minecraft was made for like $440,000 and was sold for like $4 billion to Microsoft years later. If anyone didn't know that, that's a crazy statistic or factoid. I think it would be. Did I fall short? I missed. So we gotta go this way. All right, sounds good. I forgot. We're gonna go down this path. Sure. Yeah, sure. We'll get the caterpillars later. But yeah, like Minecraft was like not made by much, and I think it was made by either an indie studio or a smaller AAA studio. Because I think it's only AAA and indie. There's no like AA. There's no single A. This isn't baseball. But no. No. 2. All right. Get a Wilhelm. Yeah, I mean, I think and that's the thing too, I think AAA gaming aligns with a lot of issues that people have in other mediums for other things. I think that's another big topic of discussion in here, which is that, you know, like, I could be saying the same thing for Hollywood and movies. I could be saying this for the animation industry. I could be saying this for a lot of things that I can't think, like stuff where it's just like I feel like capitalism sneaks into everything in some sense. I'm not trying to get into that type of rant. I'm not here for that. I'm here to play games and talk about Hollow Knight and what a special experience it is, and why. I mean, it shut down the Steam stores and a bunch of other stores for hours, except for Xbox, which someone made the joke. That means that nobody plays Xbox, which is probably true. I don't play Xbox. I haven't played Xbox in years. I haven't played Xbox since the 360. Because the Xbox 360 was great. But, all that being said, all we're gonna do is save here. Alright, what time is it? 10:22? You know what? I got enough people here. Remember, we got the live stream goal. If you're here and want to be a top fan, let me know. Be super awesome. If not, you just being here and just listening and doing nothing looks great. I appreciate it. You're super awesome for being here. Appreciate you, whether you chat, whether you don't. It doesn't matter. Listening here, super awesome. And I appreciate it. So, I guess I'll give review since there's enough people here just lurking in the chat. My final thought and reason is Team Cherry in particular specific, but I think that it can apply to a couple of things that I've been really into, and that I think it can apply to, like, it can apply to, well, I'm going to mention it right now, where a lot of people don't like very rich people that are very mean and look down on people who aren't as lucky as them to have as much money as them, and these being greedy, like Star Wars. Oh my god, I forgot this other one. Helldivers. That's another, but that's like doing massively well. But that studio, like, I remember watching like a YouTube video on it, and they would compare the website of the Helldivers studio with the website of Star Wars, those games, the Battlefront games, and just the difference in like what they put in the front. Instead of just like Star Wars would have like all the battle passes right in the front. I'm talking about Ackman, because I've only watched some of his videos, but Ackman did this video, and it's like the Star Wars stuff is like, it's just like Battle Pass, pre-order the game, pre-order this, pre-order that, all over the front of the website. And then you go to Helldivers Studios, and it's like, we love challenging our players, we think making great games is important. Like, the vibes are just different. That's part of it. It's just such a different experience. So, when you are supporting people who aren't being greedy versus people who are being greedy, you want to give your dollar to something you also are cheering for. And I think for me too, that's happening in the animation space as well. Like, I enjoy, and this might change your thoughts about me, but I really enjoyed the show Amazing Digital Circus. I think it's a good show. I think it's a well-made show. I think that I enjoy being able to cheer for even though they're a big channel and they probably make a lot of money now, especially because they're the Amazing Digital Circus and Murder Drones, which I have not seen yet, is massively popular. And then they just made Knights of Guinevere, which I watched first episode of. Like, something like that. You're cheering for what feels like people instead of corporations. And I think that's what it is. Like, Team Cherry has maintained the price of the games are going to be cheap. They've maintained that Silk Song's $20. This has been $15. I bought it on both my laptop and my PlayStation because of that fact. Yes, I didn't even buy my PlayStation. It was given to me as a gift. So that's the crazy part. Is I've got. Oh, there's. Hello, Garama. Garama. Tagale. Where is it? Tagale. I always mix up the names. Either way, we will see Hornet either in probably not this stream, because I'm not gonna play a ton longer. I'm probably gonna play at most another half an hour. So we might get the whole thing. We might. But I think that's a big, I think for me, personally, and this might be a personal reason, let me know, give your thoughts on it. But I think Team Cherry is like someone you want to support. You want to give your dollar to, because they're not ripping you off. This game is $15. I get the full experience. I don't know why I did that. $15 to get the full experience of what you asked for and what you paid for, which is the game, this game. If you wanted Hollow Knight, you get it for $15. You know? Like, it's just there. And you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about DLCs and taxes. It's like, that, it feels like the Arizona iced tea guy, where it's like, I'm not changing my price for my iced teas, kind of thing. And I think people respect that, and I think anyone that doesn't is not a friend of mine, we will say. I won't respect you if you're like, no, charging $20 for a video game ruins the gaming industry. No, it doesn't. You're just being a rude person. Because people can't afford things, and if you are, you know, honoring and respecting people's, you know, like, what they can and can't afford. Because at the end of the day, you're talking about a video game here. You're not talking about a business proposal or anything like that, where you're working with a company that you know can afford it. We're talking about people that are paying bills, trying to survive, trying to do what they can. Why are we overcharging those people? You know, other than to get every dollar you can. I mean, I know why, but it's also like, I think Team Cherry has found their way of like getting a dedicated fan base and doing it without needing to milk every single customer unless they want to, you know. Even then, I've had this $15 experience and I'm playing for weeks. Nice. There we go. Boom. Nice, okay. I don't have a map yet for that. Because I have two playthroughs, a personal playthrough and this playthrough for my stream. Nice, okay. I thought there was like an enemy here. But that is my third reason. You came towards the end of my ramble, but I think there's other studios or places where you can cheer on. It helps people feel more hopeful. I think there's a little bit more hope in the world when you see that, you know, people are making this thing and they're not being greedy about it. I think there's a lot of love for like the people who made Balatro and how he won't turn this game into gambling. That's also commendable, considering the whole gambling epidemic, which I am a part of, so I can't be too hard on it, but I do think it is something I still will kind of say, like, be careful what you spend your money on, what you gamble, know your odds and percentages, and know when to leave. So, I think that's the only difference that I will say is I'm extremely careful of not letting it ruin my life. I'm very attentive to that. But I can't act like I am holier now. But, I do what I can when I try to avoid causing problems. That's what I'll say about that. But I do think gambling has an effect on the gaming industry too. Where people are, yes, give me a minute. No. Hold on, bud. Yeah, hold on. I actually wanted a map. I changed my mind. Yeah, so yeah, so these are the three reasons. Welcome to. I've been talking and rambling, and this is basically. I like to just. I'm counting this as a podcast with a video game in the background. Which would be a cool podcast title, mate. Nah, it'd be slightly too long. Podcast with a video game in the background. I wish there was a way of like making that an acronym, but either way, I think the three main reasons, back to what I was talking about, three main reasons that Hollow Knight broke the gaming industry. Three things that had to happen at once for Hollow Knight, and Hollow Knight's so slow, especially, to shut down the entirety of all the gaming industry for 2 hours, is you needed AAA's gaming to be failing. Because I think for the 2010s, AAA and indie were evenly matched in a sense. Like AAA was still doing okay and doing fine, and indie was like growing. But that's the thing. So then the second reason is like there's an indie renaissance, an indie revolution right now that Hollow Knight is one of the leaders of. There's other properties I can point to. There's other leaders of this movement of indie games really standing up when they start moving around that I can point to. Hollow Knight just is the one I played, and Expedition 33 is another, Schedule 1's another, and those are just, I get up here. Oh, okay. We won't get there yet. I think I need my badge. Yeah, like, it's Hollow Knight being one of these leaders of this, like, big indie game renaissance. I mean, like, Five Nights at Freddy's started it with, like, the mascot horror. I think people were really into the mascot horror, I like some of the mascot horror. I think some elements are interesting. I can get into watching people play Poppy Playtime, and I can get into other games in that realm. Even if they're not the most favorable, I do like things that are just strange and off. And like, why does this have a fan base? Why does this work? I'm very fascinated. Bobby's Playtime. So, where I'm like, why do people? What is going on with this? You know. Same with Digital Circus. I was late to Digital Circus. I just watched it a few months ago. Amazing Digital Circus. And I just started Hazbin Hotel. I might watch some Hazbin Hotel tonight. Because I'm really wanting to get into, like, the indie animation space. And I'll still watch my anime. Like, I started Dandadan. I don't know if I'll continue. It's really good in certain areas, but slightly uncomfortable in others. So I wish I could give a better review. But again, like, people are seeking that. I mean, even though it's Sony, like, K-Pop Demon Hunters gives that feel of, like, something new and fresh. Even if it technically isn't in a lot of ways. And a lot of stuff that's doing really well is, like, Eastern, so, like, anime or anime-inspired stuff is doing really, really well. And it's like, oh, I wonder why. Maybe because it's different, unique, and something we haven't seen before. Go figure. That's what people want, you know. Whether it's the animation space or the gaming space, or technically the animation space is the gaming space, because gaming is animation, but it's not like a show. Like, the gaming's a different medium. You're doing something different. You're consuming something in a different way. Let's see. Where do I go? I don't want to fall. I don't want to die. Okay. But yeah. So we're not going to achieve our goal. That's okay. And I don't want to either. Yep. Get him. Yep, get him before you even get started. Where do I get? I kind of forget. This is like my third playthrough of the same game, and I just forget where to go to do stuff. I'll go up here. Sure. And then the last reason is Team Cherry's. I wrote down Team Cherry's special, but I actually think there's a bunch of people that like they're people to cheer on. Like you like consuming work of people who feel like you can cheer on. I think that is something that is real. Like people like cheer. Oh, okay, found it. I think people like cheering on Team Cherry and supporting them, and don't feel bad when supporting them. Because it feels good to support people that are not overcharging you ever. It feels good to think that there are. That's how it's going. It feels nice to know that what is here. Feels nice to know that you're not being. Oh, what is this? Got it. Yeah, Team Cherry's just and like other studios, like the Helldivers. And, I mean, even back in the beginning, people who made Minecraft, that was like $440,000, like I said earlier, and it turned into a $2 to $4 billion sale. Thanks for this, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off in the next 20 minutes. Which is why I ended my rants. But I think I'll cut it off here. And I'll probably just talk about random things and go into random conversations and topics. If anyone's here, continues to be here. Now y'all can put stuff in the chat. No, don't. If you want. I appreciate. There's definitely some people that stayed here for a while to listen to what I had to say, which is amazing. You know, I will try to live stream a little bit more than once every 3 to 4 weeks, and I kind of would just maybe continue to have a couple versions of this rant. You know, scatter things, maybe have a part 2 of what this discussion would be. I've been also just trying to figure out what would be a good live stream in general for my audience. Someone joins. It's amazing that like people are just here. I'm happy. Okay, cool, you got it. Got it. You're proud of it. I'm sure you're very proud of. What was it? Now I'll talk about funny stuff. I was watching a video today, and the video was called Hollow Knight characters I could beat in a fight, and basically, except for like the knight himself, the answer was like, yes, because they're a bug. It was like Hornet, yes, because she's a bug. It's like, and Knight was the only one. Do I even try? I'll try a couple of times. I did it. Yes. Look at that. I don't think I did that in my other playthrough. What? Got him. You thought you'd get me? Good. There we go. Oh. I thought I'd get it. Get it. Come on, I don't want to go there yet. Next, hold on. Yeah, don't say, don't get it. My God. But yeah, what else? What should I wrap up with? Well, I guess I should talk more about the future of this channel. Um, I guess I'll no, because now the enemies are gonna respawn. Um, I will be continuing to make shorts. I have I put a lot of community post stuff, so please keep up with stuff in the community post. I try to update in the community post at least a few times a week on stuff like, hey, this, like, I love polls, and I think whoever, I don't know if any of you are engaging in the poll here, but polls do really, really well. And I'm very excited and happy to hear that people are. And we're really engaged in the polls, the community posts. So it's like having an email list without feeling like I'm forcing you to give me your emails, in a sense, you know. And I'll give updates. I could be working on some potential stuff to work with some people that would be super awesome for all of us. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, because really, the YouTube rhyme is just keep making videos until you eventually get to where you need to go with YouTube. And then even when you get to where you need to go, you end up needing to just keep maintaining. So I guess I'll talk about YouTube advice now that I'm done with my gaming rant. If anyone's looking to get into YouTube, my personal opinion is make it randomly to start, because A, you need to learn how to do videos from just the standpoint of like, what does it take to edit? What does it take to record? What does it take to talk? All of that. You need all of that. And then you can do the deeper, more advanced strategies to help find an audience or keywords. Like, you can learn that stuff along the way. But I'm always like, you know what? Let people just make stuff. I think the worst advice I ever gave one of my friends was like, no, you gotta think of like a video, you gotta pick the same topic, and you can't sway from it. Which is true. It is true. You should try and stick to a consistent topic, but this channel's changed topic like so many times. It just makes it harder if you do establish a topic. If you have no audience, do whatever you want until something works, and then you kind of have to stick to it once it starts working. That is the thing. Once it starts working, you have to keep going with that. Otherwise, then it really confuses the audience. But I think if you're actually, let me correct myself. I do think that what you should do really is just make a YouTube channel for practicing YouTube and getting better at just the basic fundamentals and skills, and then make a channel about a specific thing and topic. Because whenever something's done for the first time ever, it really doesn't come out ever good. Hey, Hornet. Bye, Hornet. I'll see you later. And you definitely want to do something that, like, if it doesn't work and it's trial and error, who cares if you failed? You didn't really want to put your investment in it. So, like, if you have an idea for something and you really want to make it happen, save that for your second or third, and then do the thing you kind of don't, I won't say don't care about, but like, hey, people hate this thing, you won't care that people hate this thing, kind of thing. It's a little confusing. Oh wait, there was something back there. Sorry, Hornet, I'll come back. Was there? Oh, you know what, I need to... I don't think I'm gonna stick around much longer. I don't even know if I'm gonna play for that much longer. Bye, Hornet. I'll see you later. Let's go up. Yeah, got him. Yeah. I feel like I've gone live for at least an hour. I'm kind of running out of gas. I gave my spiel on why Hollow Knight broke the game engine. Now, like I said, I appreciate everyone just hanging out here. It's super awesome. Watching some Hollow Knight, the OG one too. Probably will just get him. Got him. Let's see. I think there's a bench here. I think never mind. Oh wait, no. I think I can just try this. I got money. I got Yo. I don't see any chats either. So I'm just gonna use it. What do we got map wise? Let's look at the map, little buddy. We'll put that there. We'll put that. It's so funny. The shade. Appreciate everybody coming by. I'm gonna be. I will give everyone a warning that is here. I'll probably be done at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I probably will be headed out at that point. So I appreciate everyone being here for the full hour and like 15 minutes that I don't know actually when I started, but Flawlid. Yep. Oh no, sorry. You can rest. Just chill. Actually, honestly, let's work back to getting to the beginning because I do need to do some stuff in the. No, because I do need to. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally get hit by that guy. Really does a lot of damage. If anyone's got any questions, let me know. Appreciate. Yeah. Like I said, I think I'll just be hanging out. If I see a chat, great. If not, then I'll just be hanging out. I talked about what I wanted to talk about, and I really appreciate everyone being here. I will repeat myself over and over that. Wow, people are still here. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm just gonna be continuing with the shorts. That will be my goal. I wanted to try and have a goal, like make videos every day, but I think I'm gonna relinquish that one, just because I think it would be genuinely too much to do a short every day. It would be. It definitely would be. think that so I'm sticking to every other day, and I did make a poll the other day, so if you're in the community, because I did make a community post the other day asking what other games and shows you think. I do anime, I do indie animation, I do all of that. So if you have some ideas for oh my god, like for videos, like their comic dubs and all of that. That I like to do comic dubs, I like to do all of that. So So, yeah, you're gonna be hanging out for the next 7 minutes. Enjoy the Hollow Knight vibes. I'm just gonna be here. I might ramble a minute or two here, a minute or two there, but like I said, I do want to go till 11 specifically, and then not much chat in the chat, which is not. I'm not. Don't take that the wrong way. It's more so because there isn't any. I don't think I've done my podcast. I might actually wrap this up in 2 minutes. I might I'm gonna end in 2 minutes. So if you're still here, thank you for being here. I really don't have any more to talk about in updates, so I think I'd rather just end it here and summarize why Hollow Knight broke the gaming industry for the algorithm. For you guys that weren't here when I talked about it, the reason why Hollow Knight broke the gaming industry was because AAA has been failing for years now, and indie has found its way to fill that gap in the market because people aren't satisfied with majority of AAA games right now. And at the same time, you have this indie renaissance that's happening, and you have Hollow Knight, especially in 2025, Silksong, Schedule 1, Expedition 33, in previous years, Helldivers, Blattrow, Vampire Survivors, Five Nights at Freddy's, before it became massive Minecraft, Beans Beaters, and Mascot Horror, even all those titles being the leaders of the indie gaming space. And Hollow Knight is part of that, and that's part of why it broke the gaming industry for 2 hours. And the last reason is because Team Cherry, people who make Hollow Knight, are just great people to cheer for, and I think fans enjoy this, and then have even more reason to enjoy it when Team Cherry are not changing their price, not doing any greedy tactics. It's why people really respect the creator Blattrow as well for not making their game gambling accessible. So it definitely is something where those are big reasons as to why Hollow Knight has broke the gaming industry. What I will say is I appreciate everyone coming. I'm going to end the stream for the night, and I'm going to call it a night, because I definitely do need to get some rest and chill, and I'm going to try to do this again at some point, especially since more people came by. Maybe Monday nights are a good streaming day, so keep that in mind, and I will see everyone another time. Thanks for coming by, and have a good night.